Okay, welcome back. Now, again, we're here with our faces selectable, and we're going to go ahead and select all our faces, our center faces. Okay, so here we go, top and bottom as well. Okay, now remember, we need to extrude inward. So I'm going to go ahead, once I select all my faces, I'm going to go ahead and hold down Shift and right mouse click and go down to where it says extrude face. This little icon widget should appear. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in just so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and on the what is this? On the Z axis, I'm gonna go ahead and extrude downward. Just a little bit, just to give it some depth. Probably right about there. Does that look? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Zoom back out, and you can see it's done it to all of them. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go back out, and I can see that it's been done to all of them, right? Now you get a little bit more sense of depth to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and right click, go back to object mode, select my object, and as you can see, we've created history here. Remember, we don't want any history. So again, selecting our object, Alt Shift D, clears our history. Okay, now the next process here is to UV the new faces that we created. See, so as you can see, we have everything, all the textures look right, except for the faces where the new geometry was created. Everything is stretched out, right? We don't want that. We want to make sure that our object looks as clean as possible. Okay, so because of the way we set up our UVs, this will be very easy. So we're going to go ahead and jump back out where it says workspace. We're going to go back to our UV editing. There we go. And what we're going to do now is select all of those faces. So one by one, of course. So again, select our object. You can take off the UV squares. So select our object, right click face to make our faces selectable. And now one by one, we'll select the new faces. Now I want you to see up close what this is doing. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, I forgot I'm in UV editing workspace. Okay. It's fine. I'll just show you here. Let's see, where is it? Where's one that I can go into detail? Okay, here, perfect. Okay, so you see how the faces are stretched out, right? The texture. So I'm going to select it. And as you can see, you select that face here, right? That's the one. We want to select that one. Only that one. And again, you're going to go UV and hit automatic. Now your texture looks perfect. No stretching because of the way that we set our UVs at the beginning. Now, again, the way we set it up works for this particular project only. Every project that you work on is going to be different. for this particular one, this works best. So select that face again, UV, chromatic, and you will do the same for all. Now, as you can see, this might get a little tiresome of selecting face and jumping back up to the UV. So a shortcut for the last command performed is G. So to do this, you select your face, and since the last command that we did was for automatic, just hit the letter G, and it repeats your last command. Okay? So there we go. All of those 4 little faces have now been properly UV'd. So you do the same to all of them. Face, G. Face, G. Zoom out. Face, G. Face, G. Go on to the next one. Face, G. And you repeat this process for all the faces. Okay? Okay. It looks like we have UV'd all the new faces that were created. Okay, we can go back and jump into our My Classic Workspace. Right click, object mode. There we go. And as you can see, again, we have history here. Okay. So select it, Alt-Shift-D. Clears up your history. And now you can inspect your object to make sure that your new faces look correct. As you can see, they all do. There is no stretching whatsoever. Okay, there you go. Your game asset is pretty much done. We have modeled it out, we have textured it, applied our textures, we have UV'd it, and the only thing left to do is to render it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video here, and in the next video I will show you how to render.